Imagine you are a pilgrim on the Camino de Santiago, arriving in Burgos after weeks of walking. The cathedral rises before you, a marvel of stone, but within its walls lies something even more extraordinary to you. Treasures that brought the holy city of Jerusalem and the saints of Christendom into this very place. From the earliest days of Christianity, relics drew the faithful. The bones of martyrs, the garments of saints, and the fragments of Christ's passion were believed to carry miraculous power. Across Europe, the trade and movement of relics expanded after the Fourth Crusade, when Constantinople was sacked and thousands of sacred objects flooded the market. Burgos was no stranger to this phenomenon. Its cathedral preserved careful inventories of relics beginning in 1487, and it became a vital stop for pilgrims seeking the presence of the holy. Here they could venerate a thorn from the Crown of Thorns, and the lignum crucis, a fragment of the wood of the true cross of Jesus. The latter was once carried in a procession through the cloister to beg God for rain. They could also see the arm of Thomas Becket, the English archbishop martyred in his own cathedral, linking Burgos to one of the most famous saints in Western Christendom. Burgos also honored its local saints. Pilgrims encountered relics of Santa Casilda, of Santa Santola, and Santa Victoria, and above all, San Juan de Sahagún, a canon of this very cathedral, later canonized in 1690. These relics reminded visitors that holiness was not only distant, but also rooted in Castilian soil and achievable. Relics were not hidden away. On feast days, they were carried in solemn procession, gathered on the high altar for all to see. Before 1200, it was uncommon for churches in Western Europe to dedicate a separate room as a treasury for storing their many reliquaries and shrines. Instead, relics were normally kept in association with particular altars or placed within special chapels of churches, monasteries, and cathedrals. To the eyes of a pilgrim, this was more than a spectacle. It was a tangible proof that the divine was close at hand. In the case of Burgos, these relics are housed in the chapel of San Juan de Sahagún, built in the 18th century in the Rococo style. Neoclassical altars display caskets of ivory and silver, busts of saints, and ornate boxes of ebony and shell. This treasury of holy objects, created between the 11th and 17th centuries, forms one of the richest collections of relics in Spain. Even in modern times, the devotion has continued. In 1921, a fragment of the finger of King Fernando III el Santo, the monarch who began construction of the cathedral, was flown from Sevilla to Burgos by airplane. The city welcomed it with tolling bells, cannon fire from the castle, and military honors, as the medieval king had returned to his own cathedral. For the pilgrim on the road to Santiago, Burgos was far more than a resting place on the path. It was a city where the saints of heaven remained on earth in physical form, where Christ's passion and the lives of saints could be seen, touched, and venerated. The Reliquary Chapel made the cathedral a living treasury of the sacred.